Liverpool versus Real Madrid, one of football's greatest modern rivalries, is back again under the Anfield lights. But this time, there's a twist. Xabi Alonso returns to his old home, not as a red, but as the boss of Real Madrid. And Arne is desperate. I mean, he's really desperate to prove that Liverpool are still a European force. But Alonso's Madrid is just tearing everybody apart this season, except for Atletico Madrid, of course. But look, in this video, we're gonna go through predicted starting lineup for Liverpool. We're also gonna be taking a look at predicting starting lineup for Real Madrid. We're gonna talk about prediction. We're gonna talk about teams form. We're gonna talk about tactics. There's a lot to come. There's a lot to come. Of course, before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, let me know in the comment sections what you think is gonna happen in this game. But to get things off, of course, teams form. You look at the teams form. Liverpool finally got back to winning ways. Of course, a 2-0 victory against Aston Villa. That might just saved Arne from serious pressure, I feel like. Salah got his 215s, Liverpool's goal, and Gravenberch added another through a deflection. And that was just their second win in 8 games. Liverpool are struggling big time. They are. And in Europe, they've been unpredictable, destroying Frankfurt 5-1, but losing to Galatasaray before also winning against Atletico Madrid as well. So, meanwhile, you take a look at Real Madrid. They are just, I mean, we are just in an absolutely ruthless form right now. 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League, 13 wins from 14 matches in all competitions. And we just smashed Barcelona in the El Clasico. I know the score was 2-1. A lot of Barcelona fans are saying, oh, it's just 2-1. It's not. I saw the game. I saw the first half. Barcelona was just nowhere to be found. Anyways, we also destroyed Valencia, as you can see, 4-0. Alonso's Madrid are just playing with some confidence, control, and swagger. The only sluggish performance was against Atletico Madrid, and that's it. Everything else, we've been just putting W's on the board. Head to head. All right, take a look at the head to head here between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Of course, these are a Champions League dynasty, really. Last time at Anfield, Liverpool finally ended their 8 games losing streak against Madrid with a 2-0 win. Before that, of course, Madrid has completely dominated Liverpool, winning 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two sides, including 2 finals. We beat Liverpool in 2 finals as well. There's history here. There's tension. There's pride on the line. And every single time they meet, there's always drama. But teams news. All right, let's quickly take a look at the teams news. For Liverpool, Arne has some sort of, I would say, selection headache. Gravenberch returned from an injury last weekend and impressed. Key names like Alisson, Curtis Jones, Isak, they remain on the sideline, so they're not going to be available for this match. Vitz and Kerkez were benched against Villa, so that could mean that they could return to the starting lineup for this game. As for Real Madrid, the injury list is not that heavy. I mean, Carvajal is out. Yes, we know that. Rudiger has been a long-term absentee, and David Alaba. And that's pretty much it. Everybody else is back, and Trent is also back. There's going to be some drama between Trent going back to Anfield. Is he going to be in the starting lineup? We gotta take a look at it. We gotta take a look at it. But before I get into the Madrid's predicted starting lineup, I want to quickly go through the Liverpool starting lineup. And look, let's get on with it. I mean, in goal, Mamada, he's going to be in goal, of course. There's no questions asked, because Alisson is not available, and he's a decent goalkeeper for them, I would have to say. And here's the big twist here. What are you going to do in the right back position? Are you going to go with Bradley, or are you going to go with SofaScore? And I think if he wants to attack, if he's not scared, he should go SofaScore here. I know SofaScore has been a solid player for Liverpool as a 10 this season, but I'm going to put him as a right back. That's what I think Arne is going to do here. And of course, Kanate and Van Dijk will be the center backs. I don't think there's any questions about that. And on the left, I would put Kirkus. Or, I mean, you know what? I'm going to go Robertson. I think he's got to go with Robertson. Experience. He's got to go with him. I'm going to say that's going to be the back four. How Liverpool's going to line up in the middle of the park. They're going to go with Gravenberch and Jones. Gravenberch just came back, and I spoke about it already. He has impressed against Aston Villa, so he will keep that position. And McAllister is definitely going to be needed to neutralize and control that midfield. On the right-hand side, of course, Mo Salah, the most danger man right now for them. And as a 10, you've got to play Wits. You've got to play Wits. This guy, I mean, people are calling him 007. They spent a lot of money on Wits. They spent a lot of money on Wits. And if he doesn't start this game, I don't know when he's going to start. I swear. Gakpo, he was really dangerous against Manchester United. Against Aston Villa, he had a quiet match, I would say. And up front, it is going to be Ekitike. Even if you wanted to start... how do I spell this? Yep, Ekitike. And there you have it. I think this is how Liverpool's going to line up against us. A 4-2-3-1 formation. And we have to be ready. We have to be ready to battle the midfield. We have to be ready to penetrate through and expose that Kanate and Van Dijk, mainly. And look. For Real Madrid. All right, here's the big one, bro. Here's the big one. I think in goal, Courtois will start. That's given. Here's the big question now. Would you go Valverde? Would you go Trent? And I'm gonna say Valverde. Because Trent hasn't played a minute since, I don't know, for how many months now. And are you going to start him in this big game? He's going to be emotional. Is he going to be okay in the head as well going back to Liverpool? He might be nervous. He said he's not going to celebrate if he scores. So I think it's a big gamble to start Trent on the right-hand side of this game. So I'm going with Valverde, but I expect Trent to get some minutes. Like maybe play after 60 minutes or so. But I think Valverde will start in that position. Of course... Here it is going to be Militao. Rock solid this season. I think he's been really, really rock solid this season, even more than Dean Howson. And Dean Howson is also a composed center back. And on the left-hand side, of course, we're going to go Carreras. Have you seen the goal that he scored just the other day? That was just incredible. But in this game, he needs to be strong defensively and not get exposed. In the middle of the park, I would go with Tchouaméni, that anchor in the midfield that just protects the back four alongside Camavinga. And this is pretty much how we lined up against Barcelona. It's the same lineup. It is the same lineup, and then put Bellingham here. So basically, you got Bellingham that's going to give you offense and defense at the same time in that position on the right-hand side. You got Tchouaméni protected the back four alongside Camavinga. He's not going to be exposed. Camavinga can go forward, progress the ball, and also he can sit deep. He can get the ball, receive the ball from deep as well. So these two have to play this match. I think this is how we lined up against Barcelona at home. I expect us to line up the same way against Liverpool in Anfield. As a 10, Goulart. I mean, Goulart has like 6 or 7 assists now in La Liga, and all of them were for Kylian Mbappé. And that connection between Goulart and Mbappé is just incredible this season. It's almost, it feels like Ozil and Cristiano. If you know, you know, but that they look like that together. I mean, they've been absolutely destroying teams this season. And of course, up front, you've got to go with Kylian Mbappé. Hot in form right now, destroying everybody, really. Destroying everybody. How many goals you scored now already? It's just incredible. really, really, really incredible alongside with Vini. I know some of you guys might say Vini missed a penalty in the other day, and how are you going to start him? Are you going to try another player like Rodrigo, for example, or Gonzalo Garcia? That's not going to happen. He's not going to drop Vini, bro. There's no way he's going to drop Vini. Alonso's going to definitely stick with that formation. He's going to rely on Vini to create some chaos and Mbappé to do them the finishing. And Bellingham's timing and creativity from Goulart. That's how I expect us to line up against Liverpool. But you guys let me know, as always. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that. A little bit tactical breakdown. I want to quickly mention, Liverpool is going to press high on the slot. And that's sort of like his identity. But Madrid thrive on teams who presses really high up. If you don't believe me, ask Barcelona. With Mbappé and Vinícius Jr. running the channels, Madrid could definitely punish any mistake in transition, right? Bellingham obviously is going to float between the lines and linking up play with Arda Güler and dragging Liverpool's midfielders out of shape. That would be the goal. And also, I spoke about it already, anchors the midfield and giving Alonso, giving our team really, when Valverde is pushing high up, Traoré has to be there to protect that side as well. All right. For Liverpool, I expect McAllister and Gravenberch, they are going to try to dictate the tempo, but Madrid's physicality could just overwhelm them, I think, in the middle of the park. That's why I'm going with Traoré and Camavinga to just neutralize Gravenberch and McAllister. And this will be a battle of patience, really. I mean, can Liverpool break Madrid's shape before they get hit on the counter? That's the big question. I think in this match, the key players for Liverpool would be Mo Salah. He remains the main man, really. His record at Anfield in Europe is just world class. He will need to deliver again for them if they want to get a result in this match. For Madrid, obviously, is this guy right here, Kylian Mbappé, has already hit double digit this season, and Bellingham also returning to England. It adds some sort of extra spice to this game. And don't overlook Vinícius Jr. as well. After that El Clasico drama, he will want to silence. I mean, he missed a penalty as well against Valencia. He's going to want to silence critics. And the best way he knows has to be on the pitch, not just by talking, but he has to deliver on the pitch. But yeah, before we wrap up, I want to quickly give you guys my score predictions. Anfield under the lights is going to be always magical, and it's one of the toughest stadiums to go and get a result. But this Real Madrid team just knows how to win, and I'm gonna say for a tight one here. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 2. Alonso gets 1 over his former club once again. Kiki and Bellingham to continue scoring in this match. But yeah, guys, let me know your score prediction down below. Don't forget to like the video, hype up the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and join the URKG mob on Discord as well. I am going to be pinning the link in the description. But yeah, guys, let me know what you feel about this game. I'm feeling confident. Let's get it. Hala Madrid. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.